Welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier. Thank you for stopping by. Political reflections. China's President Xi agrees to talk with Trump during G20. Chinese state media. The way each side state media interpreted the request was a geopolitical conundrum of its own. Xi Jinping, at request, holds telephone conversation with Trump. Phone call with President Xi broke the 1 month-long stalemate, boosted U.S. stock markets. This is a gift Trump brought to his official announcement of his re-election bid. If the following talks collapse, this is this gentleman called Hu Ziyin. President Trump is duping American investors and voters. Trump, and this is tongue-in-cheek from James Yong, Trump called Xi Jinping to request to share his Russian ice cream with him from Putin, or he will increase more tariffs. Of course, that references the weekend where President Xi spent his 66th birthday being fed Russian ice cream by his bestie, Vladimir Dushanbe. Bad week for Xi. This is zero hedge. First losing to Hong Kong student protesters, now seen as folding to Trump. Hong Kong, of course, as I wrote over the weekend, is savouring a quite momentous geopolitical victory. And I think essentially Xi understood Hong Kong could not be Xinjianged. And that furthermore, being a paramount leader is a double-edged sword. And I'll come back to that in a while. In 2017, he said this: any attempt to endanger China's sovereignty and security, challenge the power of the central government, or use Hong Kong to carry out infiltration and sabotage activities against the mainland is an act that crosses the red line and is absolutely impermissible. And that's why I wrote over the weekend, this is his first, that I can recall, volte-face. Thatcher, in an article I was reading in Oriental Review, recalled how an obdurate dame said that the Chinese could walk in and take Hong Kong back later today if they wanted to. The periphery, in my opinion, and this includes Taiwan and Xinjiang, is a boil that will not be lanced. And then, this thing about being the strong man, this is all on Xi's shoulders. Has personally said he would handle relations with the United States. And at this point he has failed. Those relations are spiraling out of control. Well, maybe not. Xi is hailing the irreplaceable friendship with North Korea ahead of his Pyongyang visit. Will be the first trip to Pyongyang by a Chinese president since 2005. Over the past 70 years, we, North Korea and China, have been unyieldingly advancing forward on the same boat, breaking through rain and wind, he wrote. One can say this friendship is irreplaceable, even with millions of fortune. February 2018, I said, he is the buffer state between China and more than 30,000 US soldiers parked on their doorstep. Look at this world population cartogram from 1900, and then look at the graph I showed you yesterday about where what population looks like in 2050, and you can see it's all a story about Africa in terms of population growth. Rouhani describes the US sanctions on Iran as a crime against humanity. And as I said in May, President Trump has been a big proponent of coercive financial and sanction warfare, and its expression vis-à-vis Iran is its apogee.